But I do actually love my teaching job, and I love being a
You're
teacher.
still a
So I
teacher?
do want to go. I'm not while I'm here in Philadelphia, but I have a job. I definitely have a job waiting for me when I go back
Oh,
home
okay.
with my school. I had to give up my job because I didn't come home for 6 months. I can't really be like,
Okay,
hey,
yeah.
yeah, like, so. But I'll always have a job to go back to with my school, because I've done a lot for that with that school, and I love teaching. I don't care. Like, I'll always want to be in there and inspire the younger generation and put my values and my, what I think and believe, to try and help, the youth come through and stuff like that. Like, I just thrive off that. So
So what was your
I don't want to.
students' reaction sort of to the fighting? Like, do they tune in? Do
I
they?
actually had one of I actually had one of my students do a whole assignment, like, for his PE class, and on my last fight, with like my eye and everything like this. Like, they're cool, man. Like, my students, that, like, I love them, they love me. Like, they're unreal. They're sad, obviously, that I've got to go overseas, and like, they all miss me and stuff like that. But I always just say to them when I come back, is like, don't worry, when I come back, I have even more bragging rights. You know what I mean? Because I'll be a world champion, I'll have a title, I'll have a belt and stuff. But
Mm.
yeah, they're fully supportive of it. I run a boxing program at the school. I have been since I started both of the schools I've been at. I've always started up a boxing program for the disengaged and the, like, anxiety kids, or just kids, to help them out and stuff. So yeah, I have pretty good relationships in that sense with the kids, and all they think is pretty cool that their teacher bashes people for a living.
Yeah. Do you think it helps you with like disciplining as well, that they're not gonna cross the line?
Yeah,
Because
I mean that.
it's not that
I
like
mean,
hitting kids isn't the thing anymore, but
right? Yeah, but they kind
but
of. I actually think they think that I still could hit them, like, because sometimes the way they act, I'm like, do you actually believe they think that I'm going to hit you or something? Because they'll be like, oh, miss, you're like, you want to fight, miss will bash you. I'm like, I'm not freaking bash you. But I think my
yeah.
discipline in the classroom comes with the environment that I set in the classroom, and that is a very positive environment, and a very self belief, and a very ambitious environment. So I get a lot of respect of my students. I respect my students. So it kind of works both ways. I don't need to like go hard, crazy discipline, because I make them want to be good and make them want to be better. You know what I mean? And that's what I try and instill in them.
Yeah, it's like kind of now I understand, because I'm trying to imagine like if my teacher was a professional boxer, how I would have reacted, what
Well,
I
I
would have thought.
sometimes I
Yeah.
do sometimes maybe bribe them and tell them if they have a really good if they're really good in class, or if they do well in their exams, then I'll show them some of my boxing and me bashing some people up, and they love it.
that's
I'll show you my
that's cool.
knockouts.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll show you some of me knocking people out and sparring and stuff like that, and they love it. So yeah, no, it's good, but
Oh, yeah. No, it's but I think it's more like they to them it's more like there's a superhero or something. It's like a role
yeah,
model sort of standing there. Like, yeah, it's like everybody wants to have Batman
yeah.
or Superman as
Well,
a teacher, right?
it's funny because when I left school to come overseas, I was at like 50,000 followers. Oh my god, miss, you're so famous! Like, my teacher's famous. 50,000 followers or something like
Oh
this,
man, imagine these
and they all
kids
want to do
like,
like,
yeah.
yeah, and they want to do like TikTok videos. Miss, do a TikTok video with me, get me famous.
Oh, the kids are clout chasing the
Yeah,
students.
bad. No,
Yeah.
seriously.